it means a lot. I would say at this point I would consider it a rivalry.
I think they beat us my freshman year, but other than that, nah, they can't compete with us.
It is. It's a big rivalry, man. So we come into this week looking to push hard this week.
Just laugh at it. Just laugh.
So a rivalry to some, but not others. Can Kings Fort get one back? Thanks for joining us here inside the Friday Night Red Zone. Some big matchups on the slate tonight from the peninsula to the south side. Can Green Run and Maury stay perfect? Would it be Lafayette or Poquoson in a Bay Rivers battle? All those answers coming up in moments. But we start in Suffolk. Oscar Smith dominating the Southeastern District in recent years, except in 2023 when Kings Fort claiming the top spot. Both have high hopes for 2025 in their respective classes, but the road to a district crown once again going through each other. The two clashing on the Bulldogs' home field tonight. Tigers strike first. Lonnie Andrews over to Quali Price. He'll do the rest. Outruns everybody to pay dirt. Oscar Smith on the board leads 7-0. Ensuing drive, Kings Fort says, I can do that too. DeAndre Artis-Boone drops it to Zydarius Wynn. Kiss him goodbye. He'll take it over 70 yards to the promised land. Knotted up at 7 after a quarter. Bulldogs move in front in the second. Artis-Boone, the play action, zips it to Kamanza Jones, makes the catch. Kings Fork up 14-7, feeling good. But Oscar Smith, with plenty left in the tank, Andrews rolling to his left, knows Travis Johnson down there somewhere, jump ball. Michigan commit pulls it down, would lead to a score 14-14 at half. Third quarter, Tigers take the lead back. Andrews extends the play, fires to Johnson. He'll pick it out of the air, finishing for the touchdown, 21-14 Oscar Smith. And that starts a 28-0 second half. Tyjae Curtis follows that up with his second score of the night. Oscar Smith pulling away for the 42-14 win. Both teams now 3-1. Well, meanwhile, Maury and Churchland navigating their non-league schedules and setting up what many think will be the game of the year in the Eastern District, even though it's still September. The Commodores, with a hold on the district for the last 4 years, will it be the Truckers who turn the tide? Well, Churchland making the short trip over to Powhatan Field tonight. Maury, though, will strike first. They're showing they haven't lost much here. Tayshawn Branch, 65-yard run here. Watch him dodge multiple defenders, head downfield, and take it all the way to the score. That is a touchdown for the Commodores. Churchland cannot convert, gives it back to Maury, and it's going to be the same guy, Mr. Branch, getting used to this stuff, runs it in again. Maury extending the lead here. Damo Everett showing that he can get it done through the air, too. The bullet pass here to Marquise Perrin. And how's this for a beautiful play? Following that up, he can air it out, too. The long bomb to Elijah Moss. He's wide open. Commodores roll in their district opener. They've won 3 in a row. Let's head up to the Bay Rivers, a big one between Lafayette and Poquoson. Rams strike first. Josh Simpson makes the extra effort to break free and scored 7-0 Lafayette. But Poquoson gets going. James Miller makes the catch, picks up some extra yards for the first down. Islanders would tie the game and force overtime, and that's where they kick the field goal in the extra frame, pick up the big 10-7 victory tonight. Well, everybody's been chasing Green Run and the Beach since the start of 2021. Can Kempsville be the one to catch the Stallions? That's coming up right after this.
We're the Oscar Smith cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Red Zone on News 3.
Tiger cheerleaders watching their Oscar Smith football team get a win tonight. Well, it's becoming as familiar as football in the fall. Green Run being unbeaten in the Beach District. Once again, the Stallions entering the night with a 0 in the loss column, with a crosstown rival trying to change all that. WTKR News 3's Romello Stiles spending his evening on the sidelines in Virginia Beach. Mello?
Another night of Friday night football on the beach where every game matters as you start to get ready for the playoffs. We have two matchups that you really didn't know what was going to happen until later in the game. Let's see how they went.
This matchup starts off at Bayside as the Marlins welcome in the Lansdowne Eagles. Eagles ball first. Anthony Turner lets it fly like an eagle, and Zion Mullins somehow comes up with the ball in the midst of two Marlins. Eagles on the board first. Eagles will get the ball again after a 3-and-out. Turner said, I threw it into double coverage once. I can do it again. Whoop-de-doo. But Marlins Kyron Brown says His mama didn't raise a fool. He intercepts the pass. Marlins ball. Brown says when he starts, he has to finish. He takes the handoff and he's in for 6, which would give the Marlins a 7-point lead. Marlins would win this one in a shootout, 48-33. Now, let's head over to Kempsville as they welcome in the Green Run Stallions. Stallions will be down 10-0 at halftime with their top spot in the beach hanging in the balance. Kempsville, Josh Hawley takes a snap. He sees something deep that he likes, but Stallions DB says, "Thank you, I'll take that," for the INT. Stallions ball. Running back takes the handoff, and well, yeah, it's the end of September, and he's running like the Rents do. Stallions in for 6 to get their first score of the game, and now they're only down by 3. Stallions with the ball again, and they're just going to do them what brought them to the dance. Run the ball, and oh yeah, run the ball. They find themselves in the end zone again, and now they have the lead. Kempsville, they have to respond, right? Before Green Run just runs away with this one. Well, QB looks right, throws an out, but Church says, "Coach Williams had me watching film all week. I seen this play. Pick 6. Good night, good fight." The Stallions walk out of Kempsville with a 28-17 victory.
For the Stallions, another week on top of the beach. Things are a little shaky, but they take home the W as they move on in the season. Reporting Virginia Beach, Romello Stiles, WTKR News 3 Sports.
All right, Romello, thanks a lot. Brandon Williams looked fired up there on the sidelines. Green Run gets the win. Well, for the first time this year, Indian River taking the field coming off a loss. Last weekend's valiant comeback attempt falling short at Oscar Smith, and the Braves returning home to try and bounce back against Grassfield. The Grizzlies looking for their first victory of the season. Braves have other ideas, and it starts right from the opening kickoff. Donovan Brown fields the opener, decides, hey, I'll just go ahead and score now. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown, outrunning everybody. Quick 7-0 lead for Indian River. Ensuing drive, defense getting involved. Ryan Robinson jumping in front of the pass. This will go for a pick 6, and it's 14-0 Braves before you can even blink. Offense gets a chance too. Lord Malik Carew takes the snap, looks, runs to his right, then finding Brown open towards the sideline. Another touchdown. Indian River back in the win column, 59-16 the final. Staying in Chesapeake, Great Bridge and Hickory squaring off. Hawks up 10-7 in the third. Hunter G fires the perfect strike to Chase Rogers. He's wide open, takes it in for the touchdown. Hickory extends the lead of 17-7. Wildcats answer back. Courtney Jackson takes the handoff. Plenty of protection, gets in for the score. Great Bridge right there, down 3. But the Hawks get a burst late in the game. Fourth quarter, G goes to the air again. Carson Schaller, nobody around, hauls it in and finds Patert. Hickory picks up the district win, 37-14 over Great Bridge. Hampton heading up to the Richmond area to face Glen Allen, picking up third quarter, and the Jaguars in control of this one. Joaquim Dandridge, the long 47-yard run, gets down inside the 10. And that'll lead to this. Ralph Puccinelli with the 14-yard pass to Cooper McPherson. That's a score, 27-13, Glen Allen in front. Later, more from the home team. Puccinelli finds Blake Lewis from 15 yards out. This is going to make it 33-13. Jaguars roll past Hampton. The Crabbers fall for the first time this year, 47-13 the final. Back to the Eastern District, Norview hosting Manor. Manor's going to try a long pass here, but the pilot, Zyquez Williams, right there, perfect read, picks off the ball there, interception. Same thing out of the half. This time, it's Xavier Bynum. Watch the fantastic jump coming up here. Athleticism on display. Pulls the ball in for the pick. Must be something with the Z's there. Norview QB Jameer Vaughn. He'll get the offense going here with the QB keeper finishing off the long drive here with a hard-earned touchdown. Pilots hold on for the 19-12 win. Booker T. Washington up in Richmond to face Thomas Jefferson. This one's not going to go too well for the Bookers here. The Vikings, Joseph Robertson, the 14-yard pass to David Miller. And the Vikings on the board first. Kevin Powell, though, Booker T trying to get it done, finds Dorianta Holloway, but the drive's going to stall out despite this big gain here. And TJ has an answer. Robertson, the 19-yard pass would lead to another TJ score, and it's all Vikings tonight, shutting out the Bookers. How about the private sector? Norfolk Academy falling to St. Christopher's last week this afternoon at Fork Union. First quarter, Norfolk Academy's ball. Davis Stedman going back and makes the short pass to Thomas Newman. He'll get some big yardage here before being dragged down at the 10. A few plays later, quick handoff to Cortland Simmons. He'll get the Bulldogs on the board, 7 points there, and that would be just the start. An offensive explosion from Norfolk Academy today. Bulldogs roll 49-12 this afternoon. Well, coming up, some more scores to pass along, and what takes home our play of the night. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Stay tuned for News Channel 3 and Sports Club 757.
That's right, we're just getting started. Let's take a look at some other scores here. Salem getting the shutout win in the Beach, topping First Colonial. Meanwhile, Cox getting back in the win column and topping Kellam tonight. Moving right along, Lake Taylor getting the home victory over Granby, a high-scoring Eastern District affair there. Meanwhile, in the Southeastern, Nansemond River stays perfect with a 49-21 victory over Deep Creek. Tab rolling past Grafton. Jamestown getting their second win of the season, topping Bruton 18-12 in a nail-biter. And we finish up here, Denby shutting out Heritage, Nansemond Suffolk getting the win as well. Full scores now on the sports page of WTKR.com. When we finish up, our Friday night Red Zone play of the night comes to us from Indian River and our newest photojournalist, Malik Rankins. The Braves' Donovan Brown getting things underway with some gusto. Opening kickoff, taking it all the way. Just the start as Indian River rolls to the big win over Grassfield. Braves move to 3-1 on the season. One more quick note. UVA stunning Florida State in overtime, double overtime. They go to 4-1 on the season. Big win for the Cavaliers tonight over the 8th-ranked Seminoles. Wraps up Friday Night Red Zone tonight, but please hop over to WTKR Facebook or Instagram. Conversation going. No Limit Sports Live. See you there, everybody.